Hello everybody, you're probably wondering what's with the hat. Well, according to the Weather Network, there's supposed to be this big crazy storm coming through here, so I thought I'd get prepared in advance. Think about things like this. I actually wasn't going to make another video today, but then I had a thought. Actually a thought that led to many other thoughts, so I thought I would actually share it before I forgot my original thought. I was thinking about a couple of years ago, I'm at the Tim Hortons, and I don't know if they have a Tim Hortons in the US, but Tim Hortons is like a huge coffee place in Canada. And as you can see, me being from Canada, I have my toque. But I'm at the Tim Hortons, and there's this girl at the counter, and she's probably about, I would guess, 16. She looked really nervous. She was probably her first day on the job. And there's this really crusty man in front of me, and she accidentally makes his coffee wrong, and he just gets completely irate and starts, you need to learn how to do your job and pay more attention and blah blah, and just completely, tears the strip off her. Now it's a cup of coffee. So anyway, and it's kind of looking back at me as if to, expecting me to say yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. So he starts to walk away, and I go to get my coffee, and I was having a coffee or a cappuccino or something. But I went up and I said really loudly enough so he could hear me. And you know what? If you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. You're a very nice girl. There are bigger problems in the world than a coffee, and just loud enough so that I could get my point across that this guy was being a real jerk. And so she kind of started to laugh, and I gave her a tip, and she felt a lot better. But honestly, I think it was like her first week on the job or something. She looked really nervous, but she was really sweet. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the amount of times that I am getting all these frou-frous in my mouth from this thing. The amount of times that you go out, you either go to dinner or you go somewhere that you get service. And if you get really bad service or there's a problem, 9 out of 10 people, I'm kind of guessing here, I'm throwing out, but most of the time people will make sure to let their complaints be known, and make sure to let if they're upset, they want it to be known, and they bring it to somebody's attention. Now I have a question for you. How often when you are out somewhere that you have really good service or somebody was exceptionally pleasant, exceptionally helpful, how often will you call the manager over and say, just to let you know, this person was wonderful, this person was really nice and really helpful, because I've worked a lot. I worked in an office, a little kind of background. I used to be a florist, and I actually what happened was I wasn't making very much money. My husband and I were having a hard time just making ends meet. So I stopped doing that, and I worked in an office, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I'm a people person. I love people, and sitting behind a desk all day, and I was miserable. So when I went back to work, I went back to work in retail because I really enjoyed it. My last job, I was one of the assistant managers over at a children's clothing store. And it makes you think about this kind of thing, because whenever people have complaints, they always let it be known. But there's very seldom that if you go somewhere and you have really good service, or you have a really, sweet person or whatever, you'll call the manager over to complain, but you won't call the manager over to say, I just want to let you know I really enjoyed my dinner. This person was really helpful in finding my size. So just a little bit of food for thought for everybody. So next time you're out and you do have really pleasant service of some sort, even if it's pleasant phone service, whatever, we need to start recognizing the positive things, and we need to start giving credit where it's due, because it's so nice when you're so used to hearing complaints to also hear positive feedback. It's one of those things too that your manager comes up to you and says, by the way, this you really made this person stay. That makes that person feel really good inside. So just a little bit of food for thought. Next time you're out and you have service of some sort and it's positive, let's start making people feel good. Let's start drawing it to the attention of the management, and let people know that they are doing a good job, and that people appreciate when you put forth the effort, as opposed to just complaining about everything all the time. So yeah, so that's a little food for thought for today. I hope everybody's doing well, and we'll see what happens with this snowstorm. So I'm hoping my husband will get snowed in, and then that way we'll all be home tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. One of us might be out shoveling the driveway tomorrow morning, but that's about it. I hope everybody's doing well, and big hugs, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.